I don't really care or judge whether people did something or didn't do something wrong. I think they should have the opportunity, with a real sense of radical free speech, to give their point of view.
Well, it takes a stiff spine to continue to practice that, that message. Everyone can sort of say, yeah, I'm for free speech, but then when it comes down to when the media frenzy gets around a particular thing, it gets really white hot, and it's tough to have a spine to sort of weather the storm.
I've really felt that some of the time when I really want to publish a book and I know it's going to piss off somebody who I know well or whose book I published, but I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the end, I can't do what I do and worry about consequences.
What's been the most successful book the last few years? Maybe Melania, I know, sold very well.
Yeah, so that sold, it was a #1 New York Times bestseller. I think it was on the New York Times bestseller list for 14 consecutive weeks.
Wow.
Just an incredible run. But probably the best-selling book was The Real Anthony Fauci, sold 1.4 million copies, was translated into 14 languages. And that was an incredible process of getting that book out. The people who say that Bobby Kennedy is dangerous or that he's anti-science, you kind of look at those kinds of claims, and then you get to know him and you juxtapose your actual knowledge with the things that people say. And it's just so shocking what that differential is. And yet, you could just read a hit piece on him every single day.
Yeah, ripped out of context or whatever.
Sure.
Do you ever face litigation or threats of litigation around the Fauci book, for example? You must have had some inbound calls from lawyers saying, don't do it or else.
Yeah, lots of people threaten. Very rare that people actually sue.
Mm-hmm. It's a high standard to win that. So
yeah,
when you shoot and miss, then you look even worse than having not shot at all.
So the amazing thing about The Real Anthony Fauci is that nobody sued about anything. Nobody even really came forward with any contradictions. So they just sort of said it's misinformation.
Yeah. It's crazy, the playbook. If you want to take down a narrative that's out there, you call it misinformation, whatever. If you want to create a narrative that's out there, you say, people say, it's like these unnamed room of people are saying this, apparently. Yeah, experts say. Yeah. What category would you say, either for you or just the industry in general, is selling the best? These, what, true crime or romance? What's really working?
Well, I'm told that romance sells well. We don't really publish much of it now, but maybe we should start. But I publish books not really based on dreams of selling millions of copies. I publish books that I want to publish that I think really matter, where I have some sort of connection to it, or even in some cases where I have a real distaste for it, and I just sort of think to myself, this is a book that I want to publish, that I want to read about, that I want to learn about, just to see the other point of view.